BBC London.
Activists in Syria say rebels have attacked a village in the east of the country, killing more than 60 people there. The violence seen as retaliation for an earlier attack by villagers. This after the government troops retook control of the northern town of Qusair last week, with their sights now set on recapturing Aleppo. Recent army gains have alerted the West, with France and the U.S. now seriously mulling over the idea of sending lethal aid to the opposition. The arms embargo on Syria was lifted last month while efforts to push both sides to peace talks continue to stall. Let's get some perspective on this from analyst Ammar Waqqaf, joining me now from London. So this latest attack was against civilians. Is it a sign that after a big victory by government troops, opposition fighters could be changing their targets?
Well, hello. The issue is that those people are not really hiding themselves anymore. They're not really hiding their real intentions anymore. This is now, from their point of view at least, a full-fledged sectarian war. They're not saying that we want democracy, we want less corruption and a better transparent society. They're saying clearly that we want to kill Shiites. I've seen a video of a rally yesterday held in Kuwait City, in front of the Lebanese embassy there, and clearly the Kuwaiti cleric was praising the deaths of Hatla town in Deir Ezzor, and actually promising more, saying that he would be happy to slaughter heads himself. Those who are not hiding themselves anymore as well are the Western powers. They're saying basically that, they're not saying anymore that they want to progress democracy and human rights in Syria. They're saying clearly that they want to defeat the government. The Syrian army must not, progress, or its advance towards Aleppo must be stopped, and so on and so forth. So this Qusair defeat, in a sense, has really thrown open all the hidden issues that were, they were trying to impress the world by hiding and claiming that basically they want a better life.
Now, France is saying that because rebels have been weakened after the Battle of Qusair, it'll be tougher to bring them to the negotiating table. Do you think the peace conference is now in jeopardy?
I think, in a sense, that weakening the rebels on the ground may actually be a positive thing in any political dialogue or any political negotiations, because those people have the power to stifle or kill any political process. So their aura of invincibility, really, their aura of invincibility should be reduced a little bit for the political representatives of the opposition to have any meaningful say in a negotiation table and actually being able to keep their words afterwards. But as long as there are promises of weaponry and support towards those rebels on the ground, I would argue that they won't go to the table anymore at all. In fact, with the ideology behind what they're been doing since the very beginning, especially Al-Qaeda affiliated groups, they are not interested in negotiating with the regime anymore, or the Syrian government at all. They see it as an infidel regime that must be toppled no matter what.
Last week, a top rebel commander said the opposition won't attend the proposed Geneva negotiations until they get a new supply of arms and ammunition. Do you think they may get those supplies?
Well, what we understand is that the Western powers, especially France and the UK, the US have been quiet a little bit recently about this, but they are really interested, the UK and France, in supplying weaponry to the rebels. Unfortunately, though, with the rise of this very extreme right-wing Islamic faction that we see day after day, especially with the open rallies that we see in the Gulf at the moment, it is, these weapons, if not bound for Europe, they're going to affect Europe one way or the other. There is a lot of rising tension in Europe against the minorities, the Islamic minorities and so on. And Muslims do not really want these right-wing extremists to be their representatives. Muslims in general are, moderate people. And those right-wing extremists have been on the sidelines for centuries now, and somebody, by providing them with the weaponry and all the media and all the funding, is giving them, an opportunity to shine and claim they are becoming heroes and so on. And this is changing the nature of the societies, not only in the region, in the Middle East region, but also in Europe. And we may see more bloodshed on the streets of Europe as a result of this.
All right, political analyst Ammar Waqqaf live in London. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.